Hello and welcome to week 2 of EDU 507, Trauma-Informed Classroom Teachers. I very much am looking forward to reading all of your responses in the discussion boards. I want to make a quick note about assignment 1. Many of you have emailed asking about the questions. I believe they're actually on page 59 or 49, sorry, but I did also add them to the assignment description right here, as they tend to move around a bunch when we use electronic copies and the version sometimes changes. This week we're teaching self-awareness and agency. Please open up these slides to watch this video about the learning brain versus the survival brain. It is only 5 minutes long, but I am going to try to keep my video shorter because you also have a video to watch there. We're going to focus on teacher self-awareness and agency. Who is it about and what is driving my response to students? Name it to tame it. Stay curious to defeat the defensive. And 6-step communication process, intention versus impact, which is from Sowers and Hall. Also going to look at cement shoes, oxygen mask, etc. A lot of examples in the readings this week. Stay grounded amid chaos. What will help you remember your cement shoes? And a good mantra is Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. It is not about you. Very rarely when a student is acting out is it about the teacher or staff member. What you're going to do this week, we have those 3 learning objectives. And then we're going to watch the week 2 video, this one, Anna Simon Sinek TED Talk on the Golden Circle, as well as that video on the learning brain and the survival brain. You're going to read parts 1 and 2 of Sowers and Hall, complete the discussion board, learning activities, initial remarks, and assignment number 1, which we will talk about in a bit. Discussion board prompt 1 is, after you read the first Julie scenario, which of the 5 responses to her behavior did you lean toward? Why do you suppose that was the case? And after you read further, did you modify your thinking about Julie and your response to her? Please respond to 2 peers and include citations in all posts. Please reflect on the quote and answer the questions below. Although it causes disequilibrium for us as adults and caregivers, the tornado itself is simply the student's effort to manage the intensity of his or her situation. Without using real names, tell us about a time in your professional practice when a student was in a tornado state and you experienced disequilibrium. What was it about this student's tornado state that triggered you? What was the impact on the group when you became dysregulated? Knowing what you know about the role of teacher self-awareness, if you go back and do this experience over again, what would you do differently and why? Respond to 2 peers, and again, please include citations in all of your posts. Assignment 1 we'll look at in a moment. I'm just going to make sure that that works. Yep, there is a sample annotated bibliography. So this upcoming Saturday, your first assignment is due, and then the dates are wrong, so please ignore those. And due in week 4. The mission statement is due this week. We'll cover that in a moment. And then in another 2 weeks, we have assignment 2, which is an annotated bibliography. Please look at this sample. I will talk more about annotated bibliographies in the upcoming weeks. That is an example right there. You have your citation, and you have some quick notes about what it is. I will talk more about that next week. Writing assignment number 1. 4 to 5 pages of written content. Please be sure to include a APA 7 formatted cover page, an introduction, which should only be 1 paragraph, and conclusion, which should also only be 1 paragraph. Please use the APA template I posted in, I believe it was week 1, opening remarks. There is a paper template right here. Please use that. It is downloadable and you can just start typing right into it. But that way everything should be APA and laid out for you moving forward from there. Your first section is going to be the questions that I pointed out earlier. Responding to those, you can use bullet points or narrative responses, your choice. You're going to watch Simon Sinek's TED Talk on the Golden Circle. After reflecting on your why as a trauma-informed educator, create a clear and concise 1 to 2 sentence trauma-informed teaching mission statement. Write a one-page reflection analyzing the core values embedded in your purpose statement that connect you to a trauma-informed approach. And then section 3 is where you're going to reflect on the importance of having clarity in your mission and values as a trauma-informed teacher. How might this clarity increase your agency as a teacher and make you a more effective self-aware practitioner? How might it support your sense of well-being? That should be 1 to 2 pages. For initial response, please tell me, what is one thing you do regularly for self-care? For me, they change greatly depending on the season, but board games, card games, video games, and or reading books have kind of been the top ones. And I've also taken up painting miniatures. A bunch of nerdy activities that I just find calming and taking me away from the chaos of the outside world. And then a couple of you have asked about where to find materials. They should, moving forward, be posted each week. So under week 2, we have the week 2 materials that aren't loading for me right now. But you should have both parts of the book as well as the Golden Circle. If any of those are not working for you, please let me know. I will see what I can do. But you can also reach out to IT to try to make sure that they are working, as sometimes they are able to unblock things that are somehow blocked, even though they shouldn't be. Keep up the great work, and hopefully I shall have everything graded for you guys from week 1 by the end of the day Monday. Have a great week.